podcast created by Katie Schwartz, who is a junior at Texas Tech University studying early childhood education. This podcast is designed for 6th grade social studies students. Benjamin Franklin was born in Boston on January 17, 1706. Benjamin's father wanted Ben to become a priest, however he could only afford to go to school for 1 year, so he became an apprentice to his older brother James, who was a printer. At 12 years old, Benjamin would help his brother James set, type, compose pamphlets, and then sell them on the streets. When Benjamin was 15, his brother started the New England Courant, which was the first newspaper in Boston. Benjamin was an inspiring writer, but knew his brother would never publish him, so he began to write letters at night and send them to the paper anonymously. He signed his letters Silence Dogood, a fictional widow. Silence Dogood was filled with advice and was very critical of the world around her, and was particularly concerned with the issue of how women were treated. The Silence Dogood letters were wildly popular, and everyone was curious to know who wrote them. When he was 16, Ben admitted to writing the letters. Later, his brother James was imprisoned for his political views, and Ben was responsible for running the paper. When James was released from prison, he was upset that Ben had kept the paper going and bullied Ben so much that he ran away to Philadelphia in 1723. At the time, running away was illegal. When he arrived in Philadelphia, he found work as an apprentice printer. The governor of Pennsylvania sent Ben to England in 1723 to work, but before he left, he met his future wife, Deborah Reed. When he returned to Philadelphia, he tried to run his own printing shop, but decided to go back to being a printer's helper. He soon changed his mind again and borrowed some money to set up his own shop. In 1729, Benjamin Franklin bought the newspaper, the Pennsylvania Gazette. He contributed to the paper, and the paper would also publish the first political cartoon that was authored by Ben himself. In 1733, Ben started publishing the yearly Poor Richard's Almanac. The book contained things like the weather reports, recipes, predictions, and advice. Franklin wrote the almanac under the name Richard Saunders, who was a poor man who needed money to take care of his wife. Franklin's famous saying, "A penny saved is a penny earned," came from this almanac. In 1736, Franklin started the Union Fire Company, which was one of the first volunteer firefighting companies in America. Fires were very dangerous to the people of Philadelphia, so he created this fire company as a preventative measure. After the start of the American Revolution, the Pennsylvania Assembly unanimously chose Franklin as their delegate to the Second Continental Congress. He was very influential in the writing of the Declaration of Independence and worked closely with Thomas Jefferson. After the signing of the Declaration of Independence, he said, "Yes, we must indeed all hang together, or most assuredly we will all hang separately." He said this after John Hancock said they must all hang together, since the signers of the Declaration were committing treason. In July of 1775, the Second Continental Congress created the United States Post Office, and Franklin was named the first Postmaster General of the Post Office that we still use today. In December of 1776, Franklin became the first ambassador to France. He was very influential in France, and he was critical to securing the military alliance of the Treaty of Paris. After his return from France, he played a major role in the American independence. In 1787, he was a member of the Philadelphia Convention, and he is the only founding father to sign the Declaration of Independence, the Treaty of Paris, the Treaty of Alliance with France, and the United States Constitution, all of which were important documents to the founding of America. Franklin was also a skilled inventor, but he never patented any of his inventions. Some of his more memorable inventions were the lightning rod, bifocals, the Franklin stove, swing fins, and the glass harmonica. Benjamin Franklin died on April 17, 1790 at the age of 84. Today he is buried at Christ Church Burial Ground in Philadelphia.